everyone to the Dire Bear Adventuring Company. We are back with yet another episode of The Stolen Cities. As always, we are joined by Venolin, Rattlecan, the blind not-so-bandit Cross, and everyone's favorite automaton, Jason. Ah, yes. Who doesn't love Jason? If you don't love Jason, log off.
Wait! No, don't!
We love your viewership, but automatons' lives matter. I'm a terrible human being.
Just realized this.
I mean, to be fair, you're like one of the few people who could get away with saying something like that. At least specifically in this game.
Fair enough. Look at me. God, I look like a double-stuffed golden Oreo in this chat. In any case. When last we left our adventurers... When last we left our adventurers, the party had fled with Kieran Halloran into the Court of Intent after a very near encounter with a mysterious entity from the Shadow. There, they met Cross's parents, specifically the Queen, Vivian Eldervale, who, along with Kieran, introduced their friend as the prince and sole heir to the throne of the Fey Court of Intent, Conan Eldervale. They quickly found that Cross, in his absence prior to being rescued, stumbled into the Shadowwood, encountered the entity, and had his true name taken from him long ago. And surmised that he, being the only person in the court who has been to the library before, might be the only one capable of getting the party in there in order to procure his true name back from the entity. Queen Vivian allows the party to be restocked by the court's blacksmith, who gives them a series of quite advanced magical weaponry that they had not had access to in the past. And with her begrudging blessing, the party is sent back to the Shadowwood. And after a brief journey through its twisting paths, the party finally found itself inside of a massive, sprawling library, and met by a man holding a book in a rocking chair, who the smith informed you his name was Nelahir.
My boy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. Maddie's freaking face.
Good.
That's like one of those memes where you say, like, oh, you wake up in the universe of the last movie you watched. How fucked are you? And Maddie looks like someone who just woke up and does, like, just watch Friday the 13th.
I mean, if we're going off movie, it was boss level? No, it was the old guard. I'm okay with this.
Dan, you watched the Old Guard without me?
Yeah, we watched Boss Level and then we watched The Old Guard.
Wow.
Spoiler alert, Quentin loved the gays.
Well, of course he did. Just as much as I loved watching Charlize Theron exist. I could watch 2 hours of her watching paint dry.
That might be a little excessive.
You're a little excessive.
I am not.
You're wearing Captain America shirt number 7. Okay.
I would
Here.
like to point out that this is only the 4th one I own.
Yeah, 4 out of 7.
No, I only own 4.
100. Got it.
No. 4.
T.
No. Just 4. Honest to God, that's all I got. I got my 2 compression shirts, my ugly Christmas sweater, and this one.
It's okay. It's okay.
Because
It's
I
a
don't...
Captain America Christmas sweater. It's
You
no longer
preserve your
ugly.
dignity.
Thank you, Spaz.
See, I can't say anything anymore because I am now the official owner of an ugly Christmas sweater. So I can no longer rest on my laurels of not believing in ugly Christmas sweaters.
You own 2 of the same one.
I hate it. I don't know where the other one came from. It came from the void. I woke up in a crop circle and Merry Christmas was carved into my arm.
So,
Oops!
enough derailing here. We walk into the library.
Yep. You guys get down a pristine set of stone steps into a sprawling library. The shelves seem dozens of feet high, with massive oak ladders sort of built into them to allow one to reach even the highest shelves to procure whatever books lay above. However, in the center of this hallway is a small reading table, stacked with about 5 or 6 books and a gentle candlelight. Next to it is a rocking chair upon which a man sits in what looks like a quite comfortable suit, sort of poring over a small book.
Oh, I feel it pertinent to mention that we would have told Jason not to introduce himself.
Hey, good, because I was about to do that.
I was like, wait! This was something we actually talked about for almost 5 minutes!
Yup!
Because we were discussing about how we're supposed to get around this guy getting true names, and we're just like, we need to stop Jason from introducing himself, because he's just gonna give away his and all of our true names without meaning to.
Yep.
Because he's such a nice person.
This is metagaming. I'm offended.
No, this is getting
would have been with us,
Lucas
but-
caught
This
up
is
on the shit he missed last week.
Yeah, he would have been there with us
This-
when we were given the warning about it.
this is metagaming. I hate
Sure.
It's not
it.
You know what? Sure, Alex. Well, in that case, since we're in this vein of quote unquote metagaming,
I've got no place to be saying that.
should we not be discussing Jason's upgrades,
Magical items?
just like the upgrades we got?
That is true.
Or am I too broken for that?
Okay, so Jason,
Yes.
you have the privilege of selecting a weapon, a piece of armor, or a tool
Ooh.
to receive from the blacksmith of the Court of Intent. They seem capable of accessing a wide variety of material. So, you may let me know which you prefer.
Okay. Okay. I'd like a weapon.
A weapon. Hmm.
Yes, please.
Understood. One minute. Totally not an excuse for me to pull up your sheets. Hey, D&D Beyond, you want to not be a piece of garbage? Oh, you guys are level 6.
Yeah.
Me
I
panicking,
really-
thinking I hadn't updated the card.
I really hope we long rested in that
We
period
did.
of time that I wasn't here. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't looking too hot.
Okay. Understood. That's a fact.
Oh no.
Oh,
What the fuck? I'm trying to find a thing. Okay. Got you right here.
ooh, excellent.
The smith sort of rummages through another shelf. He kind of pulls out another one behind the weapon one that he had already pulled out, and pulls out what looks like a great sword. And he hands it to you. Its grip and hilt feel somewhat familiar, and you become immediately aware that its blade seems to be made almost entirely of silver.
Delightful. Thank you very much. This is much appreciated.
Jason, I have added a great sword of wounding to your character sheet.
Oh my. Thank you kindly. There we are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. I finally figured out how to pop out Twitch chat. Hogs in the chat. Okay. So, man in chair reading book. I'm mad it's the lizard. Can you pick that?
No, we'll get to that later.
No, because like I remember the random thing, but also the fact that you got a lizard. The power of RNG is with us. Man, chair, book, person, woman, man, camera, TV.
Okay. Venelin will step forward with significantly more confidence than she probably should have.
Oh, yeah.
And, sir, you have something that doesn't belong to you.
I believe when your friend gave it to me, it became mine.
See, I don't think you really explained to him what he was giving up. Which makes it a little bit unfair, don't you think? You take advantage of somebody who doesn't understand a contract, that makes you... Well, I guess the literal term would be the bad guy.
I was gonna say con artist.
Some bitch has way too much confidence she definitely shouldn't have.
It's gonna be great. This is gonna be great. Don't worry about it.
It's gonna turn out fine. It's just one of those, if I die, don't tell anybody I love them, because that would be a lie. This archway is gonna strike me down where I stand, I swear to God.
Oh God, I'm blanking. This is why I prefer when you write things down, Maddie.
What do you need me to do? What do you
No,
need?
no, I'll
No, what do you need?
hang on.
Is it names? Because I can supply those.
Yeah.
Which names? Wow.
Wonderful. Great. Amazing. Wonderful. Oh, man. Gay Bird Dad Cheer Squad. So.
Oh, yes, right. In case everybody forgot, Venelin has 2 gay dads.
Nice.
Yeet.
Twice the father figures I have IRL. Wait a minute.
I'm not
Oh.
exactly sure how that makes this library scene where we're having an evil, psychotic fae that steals people's names, how that is relevant, but that is good to know.
I feel like it's about to come up, so...
Evil subjective.
Look, man still crosses name. He's evil.
History is littered with people who didn't know what they were giving up. You should have looked at politics before the reversion. In any case, your friend made a pact and I am under no duress to undo that. Unless your friend has what he was sent out there for.
I suppose that would depend on what he was sent out there for.
I believe he has a book in his possession, which I had charged him with finding a name for.
I just want to inquire, you do know that he's blind. Right?
My magics forego such debilitations. For example, and he opens the book in his hand to the party. And you can all see countless names written in this thing. In countless languages, some of which you've never seen before. However, Cross, as you kind of look directionlessly in the direction of the voice, you can feel that centipede sort of chittering at your fingertips in a series of concentric patterns that you begin to recognize quickly as Braille.
Hmm. I don't know how he's doing it, but I can read them.
In any case, Cross, how about you be a good boy and open your book, dear?
Cross.
Turn to page 394.
You!
God bless the late, great Alan Rickman. Would absolutely cast him as Nelly here if we ever had this done.
My God.
Are he still with us?
Yes.
Cross will reach into his little book satchel and pull out his book. And will open it.
The pages seem to turn by themselves to a single empty page, where you can feel the indentation of a single line with an X at the end, as though meant to be sign. And as you feel this page, the centipede begins to chitter out the intonations of a name. One that you recognize almost immediately as Vedran.
You want me to get Vedran's name? You want him to sign the book?
He is in possession of a power that even he does not fully understand. A power beyond most people in your meager existence. It is a power I would very much like to acquaint myself with, having not interacted much with the mortal plane in some time.
And if I may ask, what power is this?
It is the power that granted him an immortality beyond immortality. It is a power that allowed him to rise from his own blood countless times over, regardless of what ailed him or what terrible fate befell him. Quite simply, it is the power that allowed him to survive you killing him.
Ah, understood.
So he's not dead.
Quite certainly not. It is my belief that this power he wields is also what sustains the city in the sky. For one man could not wield such massive, unknowable power as to lift and maintain an entire city on one's own. No mortal man, that is.
And you are operating under the knowledge and or assumption then that he is not just a mere vampire then either.
Oh, almost certainly not. The nature by which he acquired this power is unknown to me, and is part of why I desire him so.
This is the... Did we know that this is the Fey Court of Knowledge?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't pulling that from another campaign. Sorry.
Nope, you can consider the Fey Courts pretty analogous.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that that was actually something we had been told.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have been told that this is the Fey Court of Knowledge.
Okay. So, you, part of, or the leader of, the Fey Court of Knowledge, chose to take someone's memories and their true name instead of merely venturing out to have a discussion with someone about how they attained their powers?
We Archfey have rules that bind us, in ways very much self-same to you mortals. Though I hear with vampirism being all the rage these days, those rules aren't necessarily so strictly adhered to anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about how weird that is.
Regardless, the acquisition of true names and the cooperation of those from whom I acquire them are how I acquire my vast stores of knowledge that extend beyond this plane into your own and into others.
Hmm.
Now, you explain that he has the power that is seemingly keeping the city up in the sky. If you were to strip Vedran of his power, would that mean the power that is keeping the city up will no longer be there? Will no longer be there?
I will be candid with you. I do not know.
I see.
And that's why you want to find out.
I want to learn the true nature of this power he wields. It is, I believe, one of the last things not yet known to me in this world. And in return for it, I am willing to surrender Cross's true name.
What if the power to uphold the city is nothing more than machinery?
That I sincerely doubt. But if it is, then no harm, no foul. Regardless of if I strip Vedran's power from him through the siphoning of his true name, the city will continue to float unhindered.
And if by some chance that the city is tied to him and his magic and you strip him of that, what then of the innocents in the city? Let alone the innocents below.
I'm sure I could save them somehow.
Save them how?
I could save them here. Damn it, Tim. Our high fantasy brainiac brainchild has accidentally also become the Vashta Narada.
Yeah, good job.
Who with the what now?
Don't worry about it.
I feel like I should worry about it. It had a really long, kind of complicated name.
Hey, Maddie, you remember Silence in the Library?
No?
Okay.
Should I?
Probably not.
Worry about it.
Wow, I hate that phrase.
It's fine.
Oh man, Spaz, remind me to get Zach to say don't worry about it. It's for a sound clip.
Fine, it's fine. It's super good. We're doing great.
So, for those of you just catching up, Nella here is offering to return Cross's true name in exchange for the true name of Vedran.
Do we care about Vedran? He's a vampire.
Vedran is a vampire, but he also does not seem like a particularly bad dude.
Yeah, he's actually pretty chill. And also, there is a good chance that if we strip him of this power, that city is going to be falling from the sky into everything below.
Well, we think. We don't know
We
for
think.
sure.
There is a chance.
It is the lesser of two evils here. Like, do we help this bitch, or do we do the thing? Just like,
Yeah, but the guy's got Cross's true name.
any other way if you might want to get this guy's name back to us? I'll give you 6 gold for it.
that all he's got?
That's
Is that
all I've got.
Rattling
I
can
got 6 gold. I'd like to buy a vowel.
Congratulations, Cross. Your name is O. Your name is O now.
Well, it's good to know that the letter O is worth 6 gold pieces. Oh man, Spaz, I would ask why are you like this, but that was funny.
Good shit.
Oh
Oh
man.
my
Mike, take notes.
No, we don't want him to take notes. We don't need that in our lives.
You're probably right.
What was the saying? You can't put a price on friendship, but you can put a price on your friends. Nice to know that I'm worth 6 gold to you.
I just literally everything I have.
I'm joking.
I mean, sure, but still funny.
What is Nelahir's reaction to me offering to buy back Cross's name for 6 gold?
He takes one of your gold pieces and he kind of twiddles it between his fingers for a moment before taking it in his hands and immediately flattening it into what looks like a spindle. He then pinches one tip slightly with his thumbnail before gently tossing the object in Cross's direction. Cross, it feels like it resembles an ink pen.
I'm just kind of holding it a bit. Sort of just feeling it over and examining it.
The centipede seems to like it. It sort of curls around your index finger as your index finger settles above the head of the pen.
Does anything else seem to happen?
You can sense that there is a magic running through this pen now, though you cannot discern its nature. Cross appears to have broken out into hysterical laughter.
Which is not the first time. Obviously not in this campaign.
No, sorry, that was coughing.
You okay?
I'm okay. That's strange. What is it doing?
Give it time. It'll help you do what you need to do.
Why would you send me there and not tell me what I needed to do?
I tried to inform you of your quest several times, but you seem to be quite, distracted by your friends here. Also, it didn't help that you ran quite haphazardly from my domain the moment I let go of you.
I don't remember any of that.
You wouldn't.
It seems kind of silly to send somebody out without any memory of their mission. Just in general. Then you don't have to waste the time trying to contact them again. And to be honest, giant centipedes crawling around on people, it's disturbing when you're not used to it. And I will admit to the fact that I have seen centipedes more since meeting Cross than I ever have in my entire natural life.
Would you like one?
No. But thank you for the offer.
Man, if I could see somebody flip someone off with their eyes, be that. that expression right there.
So I just gotta get him to sign his name into the book then.
Quite.
And if the city does start to fall?
Then I will do everything in my power to save the citizens.
Both above and below?
Yes. If you like, I could sweeten the pot a bit further.
Oh?
Nella here waves his hand, and one of the books lining the table begins to float and finds itself settling in your hand.
Uh-huh. Does it have a title?
It merely has an emblazoned letter D.
Uh-huh. I'll open it. Sure. Why not? What could possibly go wrong by opening a book in the Fey Court of Knowledge?
The first page is an empty signature line. with the letters VD beneath it.
Uh-huh. And if I flip through the rest of the pages, do I see anything?
The preceding pages are lined with names, none of which you recognize until you get to the final page, where you find a signature. Underneath it lies the letters JD.
She's having a breakdown.
Breakdown, breakdown.
You think, Spence? Breakdown!
I knew that this would happen. Why does this always happen? I think I'm gonna have a breakdown, breakdown.
This tells me nothing. All this tells me is that somebody with the same initials as I and my brother are slated to sign this book. Unless that
That one
signature
is
is
full.
actually Jarnik's. Okay.
I was about to say that one is full, but that one has been written in.
Okay. But her fathers aren't there. AD and RD are not there.
Nope.
Where did you come across my brother?
I reach out to all those who find themselves lost in the varying forests of the different planes, offering them salvation, knowledge, guidance, in return for various things. But for the most part, I think you can guess.
What did he give
Most
you?
that I find in your plane, especially in the surface world, are those quite near to death.
Evelyn's just gonna walk away for a hot second while she tries to come to terms with the hell she's gonna do with this information.
Well, time to kill us a vampire.
A vampire?
I mean, you're gonna fight an Elder Archfey at level 6.
I mean, she's heavily considering it. She's supposed to be bright, but I mean, he's talking smack about her family. Or at least she perceives he's talking smack about her family.
Damn. Last time I checked, her name wasn't Venelin Quill, was it?
No, it wasn't. Anyway, she's going off to determine what the hell she's gonna do. She still has that book in her hands.
So I gotta ask, why centipedes? Couldn't have chosen anything that looked smarter? Spiders, maybe?
Spiders inspire too much fear and not enough curiosity. In addition, I find the form of the centipede rather amusing.
I mean, whatever tickles your pickle, I guess.
You want to talk about somebody fucking planning to kill an archfey? At least she's got
Tickles
lines like that
your
at him.
pickle.
I'm keeping that.
You shouldn't even be talking about pickles. You sleep in a breathing pool. You
What?
live in a constant state of being pickled.
As Nelly here is obviously has been distracted by the sheer insanity of that last statement, I'm going to go wander deeper into the library.
This library looks like it goes on for miles. And your astral self begins to sort of project outwards as you make your way through, and you can sense thousands, if not tens of thousands of voices emanating throughout this library. You have a feeling that yours is far from the only name he has taken to suit his ends.
I'm also gonna wander the library with Cross, hopefully trying to find more things about Simic hybrids and reversing the life expectancy bullshit.
Just ask him.
Jason is just remaining where he is, as nobody told him to leave otherwise. Also to make sure Venelin doesn't pull anything.
As Cross and Ralakan, as you guys begin to start walking away from the table, Nelly here turns his back to Jason and Venelin and just addresses you gently. I promise you, whatever information you seek within this place would be better garnered by asking me. My world doesn't exactly abide by the Dewey Decimal System.
What?
I'll
Bold of
explain
you
to
to
you.
bold of you to assume that he can read to begin with, unless all of your books are also in Braille. Can you read Braille, Cross?
Frost just kind of giving you a look of just.
Like, he gives you a look, but it's slightly off kilter. He's looking very slightly to your right, but you can tell that he's looking at you.
Did Ralakan miss the part where Nella here literally said everything in my library does not follow the typical ways of reading things, and that Cross would absolutely be able to read anything he picked up?
All Ral heard was his books do not abide by the Dewey Decimal System, therefore, picking up a book, whether blind or not, may or may not yield a book in Braille.
Despite the fact that he also demonstrated that before in front of all of us.
Ral's not a very bright fish.
No, he's not.
He's doing his best, though.
And we love him for it. Most days.
My brain is fucked up. I hate it.
Well, if I'm going to be rather blunt and honest with you, sir, whatever deal you say that I agreed to doesn't really sound like something I would do.
You'd be surprised what people are willing to do when they're on the edge of death.
Which is also why I'm kind of trying to... how to put this... tell you no. I don't think my life's worth everyone else's. Especially after everyone you've enslaved to your tricks.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cross. Cross, you can suddenly feel this piercing, stabbing feeling at the back of your neck. Is that centipede? It immediately crawls up your arm to the back of your neck.
Ooh.
And just bites. I'm going to need a wisdom saving throw.
And people wonder why we get antsy about Archfays.
I think you're getting more centipede about Archfey.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Why don't you tell me how you really feel about it?
I can't. We'd lose we'd lose affiliate.
That is a natural 20. Fuck this guy.
Woo!
Just bye.
Fuck your shit.
Somebody's getting fucked.
Get fucked. Okay. I will allow you one. I'll allow you one. Somebody's getting fucked. One. Exactly one.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Who's playing Among Us? Okay. Cross, you feel the piercing in the back of your neck, but almost immediately you are greeted with a warm hum coming from your left hand. And that piercing feeling, that pain, is reduced to but a dull throb. And that's when you remember, you're still wearing that ring. Your mental faculties are secure.
As my response to this, I would like to have my astral self take the centipede and crush it. Or at least try to.
Good thing you went to do it with your astral self and not your physical hand. Your nightstand sort of reaches backwards and just very gently tugs. And you take out the centipede, looking at it for a moment before brandishing it at Nella here and crushing it in your astral palm.
Like a business card.
God damn it, you just reminded me of another meme. Like this fucking 11-year-old business pitch video about how everybody's business cards suck. I'm gonna go look for that. God damn it.
Do that later. We're
You're
having
right.
serious time right now.
You're right.
I'm not sure exactly what you were intending to do there, but the answer's still no. Simply put, we're here for my name back. That's it. Along with the memories of everything that I was. And in return, the fake Horde of Chaos is not going to come in here and burn your whole damn fucking library down. We're the diplomacy squad. They're the reconnaissance squad.
I am in love with the fact that Cross just said the word fuck.
You'll never guess where he learned it from.
Wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about.
I take it you intend to stand against me then.
Putting it rather simply, I've told you why we're here. And what will result if we do not get what we came for.
And you already know the terms of our agreement. Vedran's name for your own.
And your agreement sucks because it puts a lot of people into even more danger. And I haven't agreed to anything. I don't remember agreeing to anything.
Was there a contract signed? Venelin will have walked back just kind of like on the tail end of that. to the I don't remember anything, but she didn't hear. Damn it, she missed cross saying the word fuck.
Nella here takes the last book in the pile, which is emblazoned with a letter E. And on it, in a very jagged, almost chicken scratch way, is the name Conan Eldervale. It is not a signature. It looks like the handwriting of somebody who does not write. It just barely manages to stay on the line. But it is a name.
But this is just a signature in a book. This isn't a contract.
He surrendered his name, and as long as I have it, my influence will remain over him for the rest of his natural life. Or his unnatural one, should he choose to be bitten. I will say, despite the little utopia that Veteran's made for himself out there, the decision to become a vampire is still a rather rare one.
Who currently has the book in their hands?
Nelly here does. He's just like holding it out to the party.
Okay.
Out of character. Jason still has that furnace in his chest, right?
Yeah.
Not going away.
That can only end poorly.
Man's chest is 8 stone blocks.
Hmm.
That can only end poorly. Please
Just say
don't.
the word. Just say the word.
I think we're all having the exact very much bad idea right now.
Man, he said it. He said it. That as long as he has the book and your name,
Mm-hmm. Now the question is, in character, how are we gonna do this?
well, I have a plan, but I don't know if you guys are gonna like it. And I am open to everybody else's plan before mine. But I have a feeling I might be the only one with a plan, which terrifies
wait.
me.
We can wait for the Fey Court of Chaos to come here and just see how it blows over.
See,
They are waiting for us to die.
I see. The only response I have to that is I have a plan. I just need 500,000 gold in taxpayer stimulus.
No!
No!
Spaz, why?
Just no! Okay, so my plan was to run up to him, kick him in the shin, call him a rip-off artist, and have the book just chucked into the furnace.
Okay.
Really pull the Beauregard Q kazoo.
Okay. You know what? That's a decent plan. It's a good start.
That was a good start. It doesn't get us out of here.
Ralakan,
I don't have.
you don't have a plan.
I don't have a plan. I am a fish.
Why is it that every time you play a fish, your excuse for doing or not doing something is I'm a fish.
Because the man's
climb
watched
a
way too much
tree,
Monty
I can't
Python.
lift a boulder. I can't read. I'm a fish.
Okay,
I'm slimy because it's morning because I'm a fish.
big brain time.
Huh?
We were each given those return amulets that would bring us right back to the Court of Intent.
From the same plane of existence.
All we have to do is just get out of the library.
Okay. With the book.
Yes.
Or at least the page.
Bingo.
Okay.
That is something.
We don't have to kill him.
Mhm.
We just have to cause enough of a shitstorm for him to not chase us.
Okay. Well, I mean, causing a shitstorm would be setting the library on fire, and I think we kind of want to avoid that.
This wouldn't be your
I
first
do-
book burning.
I do have any other thing here.
I mean, you say you think you want to avoid this, but
Jason? Or, sorry, Lucas,
Just
your plan?
just send me into a rage. 10 feet around me, I can set things on fire. Alternatively, we
boy.
could always just go to. Would Vedran be revived by this point?
actually, he should be if time
Yeah.
runs the same way here.
You guys have another 12 hours.
I was going to say
Sometimes.
possibly we can talk to Vedran about Vanilla here and what he knows about him and see if there's a way to counter this whole nonsense. But I don't know.
Alex, how far
Yes.
away am I from the doorway out of here at the moment?
Okay, so the doorway out of here is at the top of a very long set of stone steps that you know at least the first half of which still exist within his throne world.
Okay.
So you're not exactly sure how he could affect them. But you're about 40 feet from the stairwell.
Okay. Okay. So, my plan. Again, not sure if we're gonna like it, but I'm gonna throw it out there. Fenelon is going to convince everybody to leave, stating that she wants to discuss with him stuff about her family since her brother's name is in the book.
Mm-hmm.
During which time she will either A, grab the single page, or grab the book, whichever one is easier, and then using her ability to separate her shadow from her body and teleport to her shadow, she is going 120 feet up the stairs after you guys. So as soon as we exit his throne room, we all use our amulets and GTFO.
Hey,
I would go along with it on the one condition.
Uh-huh.
You are not going to give this motherfucker your name.
No.
There will be no self-sacrifice bullshit here.
No. God, no. Not yet.
Okay, I like this plan. It's actually a lot better than my plan. That, granted, I like Lucas's plan. I like that idea.
Send him into a rage and burn the
just
library
burn
down?
everything.
yeah. I am literally I am conducted to heat and
Literally
can make things.
furnace.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of inclined to agree. I kind of like the plan too, because then he's got to deal with putting out all the fires and all
He can't just focus on everything at once.
Well, we hope he can't.
Well, remember what we were told. Even if it is his throne world, he has
Limits?
control, but he can't focus on everything at once.
True enough. Okay. Amended plan. As the three of you are leaving, and I am distracting Nelly here with the conversation, re my brother, you start setting the library on fire.
Bombs and everything.
Reconnaissance.
Yes, reconnaissance. Just start setting the library on fire. I want you to know that this is physically hurting me to suggest, because I own hard copy books that if they burnt, I would be very, very depressed.
That's understandable.
Yeah, no, I see.
Damn.
However, this guy's using books for evil.
No, I know, but it's just me being the avid reader that I am. It's just, it hurts.
I'm an avid reader too.
As a certain friendly tiefling, most of us know would say, this wouldn't be my first book burning.
Motherfucking Zalov.
I forgot you don't read.
Okay. Okay, with that in mind.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's a plan of sorts.
That is a plant.
It's a plan.
That is a course of action.
Yep. All right.
Not necessarily a good course of action, but
Nice
a course
top
of
spin.
action nonetheless.
It's a course of action. Okay. Well, gentlemen, we have our answer. We know what we have to do to get Cross's name back.
Yeah, I guess I can't argue with what's written in the book.
Nope.
Wonderful. And Nelly here just kind of gently waves his hand, and Venelin, the book that you were holding, kind of just flies out of your hand and sets itself back on the table.
Shit, okay. The three of you head on out. I want to ask Nelly here a few more questions in regards to my family, and I'll catch up. You know me.
Understood.
Won't take me long.
Be careful.
What? Do you want to hear his last words or something?
Sorry, would Nelly here know thieves can't?
Nelly here speaks many languages.
That's not what I asked.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
He has known many a thief and many a street urchin in his life.
Sure. Okay. See, this is where I wish I had message, but I feel like it would still get intercepted because Archfey, throne room.
You are literally in his world.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. The three of you go on ahead. I'll catch up. No reason to delay the inevitable.
Stood. Please give us a shout if you need anything.
She's looking pointedly at Ralakan.
Oh no! I'll read you loud and clear.
Killer Queen has already touched this library.
As Ralph starts making his way, he's going to draw lots of different runes, just casually running his hand, all very anti-COVID practices, just running his hand all over the library.
Jesus. I can't with Anti-COVID practice. Give it back.
You know, years from now, when we're going to look back on these recordings, they're going to age wonderfully.
They are. They are. Oh, man.
GM down.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Oh,
you gotta
God.
get you a seatbelt.
Oh, God.
Y'all do not want to see me play fighting games. I navigate.
Which is probably why you need the seatbelt. Anyway.
I've seen a new
Anywho.
Yeah, so as they're leaving, he's drawing sigils that I'm sure are going to set the library on fire.
Yep. Each one going off like a few seconds after each other, just to stagger the explosions.
Sure, can I ask my questions first?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I want to know about the deal you made with my brother.
Well, it's very simple. He was attacked at some point and found himself nice. And found himself, to be candid, on his last legs. Well, implied he had any. At the outskirts of what you would call Combus Park. I came to him at the edge of the forest, as I do with many wayward souls, not long for this world. And I provided him with a choice. Surrender his true name, or allow the vampirism slowly taking hold from his chest to take form.
While we're talking, just for the record, my shadow is moving with the party 120 feet away from me. So he had been turning. I wonder, what name did he give you? Because if there's one thing that they learned from Rollin, it was never to actually give away your true name.
He takes the book, flips it to its last page, and sort of makes a scooping motion with his index and middle finger. And you watch the ink that formed his signature swoop off of the page gently. He sort of rubs it into his hands for a moment before allowing it to trickle downward, after which his own magic begins to reconstitute a form out of it. And though pitch black and stained with what you can only describe as that of ink, the form does bear a striking resemblance to your brother.
So what is he doing for you then? In exchange for his new lease on life?
Hunting for more names for me, as most of my thrall often do.
And is there a designated end to this hunt for names?
For him, I'm unsure. I've taken quite a bit of a liking to him, as I have with Cross. And given your attachment to him and my current designs for this flame, I don't think I would feel very compelled to be rid of him. Not anytime soon, anyway.
Well then. Where did he set the book with E on the cover?
They are all sitting on the table next to him.
Okay. She would have been standing pretty close to him in regards to the discussing this.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because, I mean, the whole point is for her to steal the book, so she has to be close. I would... Oh, God. I would like to make a sleight of hand check for the book that begins with E, like has the E embossed on it that we know that has Cross's name in it.
Uh-huh.
For the moment that Ralakhan's first runes explode and draw his attention away, which hopefully would give me advantage. As I quickly check my sheet, not remember. Okay, I did take sleight of hand. Oh, thank God.
At this moment in time, where are we in relation to the exit?
Y'all were trying to get the fuck out of Dodge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do want to make sure I am in a place that does have books around it, which shouldn't be too difficult.
Which means that you would be at the foot of the stairwell, while Ral would be making his way up.
Yeah. While Ral is making his way up, Jason has some troubles. System error, and he just kind of like starts shaking in place.
Hey,
Give
buddy.
me a moment.
Hey, buddy. You okay?
Please give me a moment. And whenever y'all are ready, we gon' go boom.
I mean, like I said, my trigger was Ralakan's bombs going off, so.
Okay. Oh yeah.
As I reach
Baby.
up to pull down my dice box.
Well, I for me to pull out my trusty dice tray of judgment.
Oh no.
Wonderful.
Because no one is safe from the mighty insight check.
Nobody is safe from the insight check, oh no.
Would this be a group deception check?
It will definitely be a sleight of hand check on the part of Ral.
Nunny.
Yeah.
Bombs.
You know what? That's fair. Alright, here we go. I only have a +3. That's a 15. That's
It's not
okay.
bad. It's not bad.
And a
Like-
deception check on the part of our friend Venelin over here. Venelin Dental Surgery.
Dontar?
Venelin Periodontal.
Oh my god. Okay.
Venelin the orthodontist.
Yeah. You said deception?
Yup.
Although I'm curious as to what you mean by deception, considering the fact that she's not actually deceiving him. She was actually asking legitimate questions in regards to her brother. And at no point did she ask about Cross.
True.
Or the book to do with Cross. This was me out of character making sure I knew where that book was, so I grabbed the right one. But I can give you a deception check.
You know what? See, I was reasoning that you were like absolutely concealing your plan for this craziness.
No, she was actually asking legitimate, like, sure, it was a cover, but she was absolutely asking legitimate questions about her brother.
You're still getting insight.
Okay,
That was just your opportunity to challenge it.
okay.
But okay, that's great. Thanks for forgoing that, by the way.
No! Don't forgo that!
No.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm gonna do
See-
better with the idea that I'm actually just asking relevant questions than rolling a deception check and rolling a 1.
No, that makes a lot of sense. That works. That being said, I was saying like a group check.
Yeah.
So if the majority of us succeed,
I guess that's the DM's call then.
but that would
Yep.
be the DM's call.
If we're doing a group check, then I will roll, but if this is against me alone, I'm not.
Venlin, Nella here seems to be quite forthcoming in his engagement with you and your conversation about your brother. When Ral, you're sort of just, you know,
Kate 6 said the Forsaken campaigns.
when very suddenly you reach out towards one of the last books, only to have the last book in the aisle just
It bites me.
it clamps onto your hand. Oh yeah, this is Kate's copy of Treasure Island, by the way.
See, knowing my luck, I'm just gonna have this in canon. You know what? Screw it. This absolutely happened. I had already drawn a rune on the book that my hand is clamped on.
Are you gonna blow off your own hand?
Again, yes.
Style. Did you just make Simic hybrid Ash Williams?
I'm sorry, Spec, did you just say again?
I blew myself up on against the dragon.
You know what? I feel like this is a question and an answer for another time. Keep going.
But I'm gonna take my dagger that I absolutely kept with me. No, I'm not gonna cut my hand off. I'm gonna cut the book off.
My man's really just not about to jigsaw himself.
I'm just gonna cut the spine of the book. If my hand is clamped like so, give me a second. If my hand is clamped like so, I'm just gonna use the fucking dagger to cut the spine off, and this'll happen. I can get my hand out.
It's a solid plan.
It's swimmingly so far.
Oh man, to be fair, we calculated this well, but holy shit are we all bad at math.
Mm-hmm.
Nelly here doesn't even break eye contact with you, Venelin, when he says, "Cat got your tongue there, Relican."
I don't. Oh. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Hmm. More frantic cutting of book, I guess.
Oh, this is going swimmingly.
You begin cutting the book.
That face. That face.
It wasn't.
It wasn't me! It was a one-armed man!
Oh my god.
What?
Is Relican shaggy?
Yeah, you're right. It is gonna be the one-armed man.
Oh, the one-armed ranger.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
I think I just showed my age by the fucking reference I made, and I'm kind of upset by it.
Oh god.
Who's a little book burner? It wasn't me.
Oh god.
Who's got two thumbs but not for long? This guy.
No.
Oh,
Absolutely
shit.
gonna keep my thumbs.
I mean,
Yeah, sure.
as long as it's not on your...
See about that.
Actually, I don't even think you need thumbs to shoot a bow.
Actually,
You
you do.
want
They certainly help.
You
They
need
help, but
thumbs.
you don't need them.
You need them.
You kind of
They're-
need them to
they're kind
hold
of-
on.
No,
kind
because
of
you can
for
hold on with the
guidance.
index. You can brace it with the index. You don't need your thumb to
Huh.
hold the bow. And I've never seen anybody draw a bow with their thumb. All bows are drawn with the ring and middle finger.
You're right.
Vance doesn't need his thumbs.
Use your teeth.
It's not like he writes letters.
No! Just because that he has a toothy grin in the art that you drew does not mean that Shralican actually has a shark's teeth set up, okay?
But you could still use your
Just be
teeth.
Broly legs.
Just do what now?
Just be Broly legs.
No.
Anyway,
So,
when does Ralakan's bombs go off?
So, Ral, you are part way through cutting the spine of this book when boom boom.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, currently being restrained by this book, you are not really able to evade the
Jason rages.
Yep. I will
It's part of
take.
the plan.
I will take the 2d6 damage.
yeah, without a doubt. First, take your 2d6.
That's 7 damage.
Then I'm gonna need Vanillin to make her slide a hand check.
Do I get it at advantage because of the distraction?
You do get it at advantage.
Whoop whoop.
It will still be contested against this insight check I just rolled, though.
Of course. However, that's a 19 on the die plus 9 for 28.
And it wins by 2.
Yes!
Oh my god!
So, okay, so as per the plan, I grab the book and then disappear. Because, oh god, where did it go? Because Severed Shadow.
Beautiful. Amazing. Wonderful. Here's the problem.
Uh-oh.
Ralakan is still stuck to a bookshelf.
sacrifices must be
And,
made for the greater good.
Here's the problem. He's also right next to Jason.
Yeah, that's not good. No,
Yeah, I
So,
think that's the
Jason, what's
bigger
the damage
problem.
from your storm aura?
I believe it's only 3, if I'm not mistaken. Check. Yeah, it's only 3 fire damage.
So you also take 3 fire damage, Ral.
Okay. 12 damage. Or 10 damage, rather.
You know what, Ralph? Just take the book with you at this point. Run
I'm
out.
attached to the shelf.
Take the shelf with you.
Yeah.
The shelf is like 30 feet high, at least.
Look, man, I'm just hearing a lot of excuses and not a lot of reasons why you're still attached to the shelf.
I can try and yoink it out of the shelf.
If
you
I lose
tried
my hand, I
using a
lose my hand.
bookmark.
Fucking pull.
Alright.
You're yanking?
I'm yanking.
I was gonna
Pull!
let you.
Okay.
Wait, hang on.
What is
the
that
DM
going-
was gonna let you do a thing. Why don't you let the DM let you do the thing?
Let this.
I will let you make an attack roll with your dagger to cut the spine of the book.
It is 19.
Oh god, I love that I can see that in D&D Beyond. I
Oh.
love that to death. Honestly, that's amazing. That's kind of meta. I dig this. Wait, can I see my game log? Game log! Oh my god! Okay. Not gonna lie. Kind of great.
My only disappointment right now is that Ralakan is a ranger and not a rogue. Because he could sneak attack the book.
Ral, you managed to cut the spine of the book and get your hand out unharmed.
Oh, thank God.
Aside from some very light cuts to your hand from, paper. You've had a bad paper cut. There's like 7 of those.
Oh!
Okay, we'll put some iodine on it.
Oh no!
At least it's
No,
got lemon juice.
You'll get to go take a wonderful, relaxing sauna bath in the Tang later. So that'll make it hurt even worse with the lemon juice and the orange juice.
Cowabunga? That is not cowabunga. This is not cowabunga. This is unga bunga. So... Nella here glares at the both of you, Jason and Ral. And as the pages start falling to the ground, Nella here snaps his fingers, and a fell wind begins to burst from behind him and towards the rest of you guys.
Out, 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 out!
The pages of that book begin blowing up the stairwell.
Evelyn has that book stashed in her bag. As they are running up the stairs. She is concerned for Cross because blind man running up a flight of stairs.
You know, they say that fear gives men wings.
Not like this.
Well, luckily for you, going down these steps, Cross was counting them.
That's good. Because she wasn't.
Oh yeah, Cross is Naruto running up these stairs, man.
Is it would it be Naruto running though, or wouldn't it technically be Neji since Neji's blind?
Neji's not blind.
No, he's not blind. He just has
not?
weird eyes.
Oh, no, okay, fair enough. To be fair, I haven't watched and or read that in over 10 years.
It's okay. Neji had a swastika on his forehead.
Moving on.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You guys storm up this fucking stairwell. Just getting blasted with high winds and pages from books. Choji was better. Thank you. Choji was the best. Look at me. I'm Choji. So
I don't know, man. Disagree. I was always a Shikamaru fangirl.
Of course you were.
He was super brainy. What do you want from me?
You fucking
incredibly intelligent and super lazy.
Let's be honest, we all wanted to fall asleep during our career-defining exam.
Yep.
And still be the only one to pass it.
Yep.
I mean, he fell asleep, but like he wasn't even affected by the
running.
Anyway, running up the stairs. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail. I'm so sorry.
Implementing the ancient Joestar technique.
All of that 40-foot run speed.
Okay. This is really starting to... Thank you, Lux. This is really starting to look like the infinite stairs from Mario 64 for a minute. But eventually, after a moment, the stairs start to get steadily dirtier.
Uh-huh.
Eventually, they find themselves being made of significantly craggier stone, then covered in branches, and then simply covered in dirt, as it resembles less of a stairwell and more of a hill. And you guys finally find yourselves bursting out from that old destroyed oak tree, covered in book pages, and just absolutely destroyed.
Cool.
Thank God
wait.
none of you got perms done before you went down there.
Fantastic. We're not waiting. We are just leaving. As Venelin pulls out her amulet, activates it so that they can go back.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, 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 boom. You guys burst back into the Fey Court of Intent. Who the fuck on a truck?
Mike truck.
Spaz!
I do.
I pulled that. I pulled that from somewhere. Moving on.
You guys all fall out of this teleport into the Fey Court of Intent, and you are surrounded by Artemisians. They seem to have been pretty prepared for just about anything to come out of there.
Except us?
However, most of them relax when they see you, with the exception of the captains. The captains are looking for literally any reason to kill you.
Fuck! Cool. Great. Dope. We need a way to destroy a magical book now.
Kieran looks at you guys. And says, "What in the hell did you do?"
Now, I will answer your god's forsaken question later. Need to destroy this book right now before he realizes it's gone. Magical book. Need a way to destroy it. Anybody.
And at that moment, the door to the blacksmith's room bursts open. And the blacksmith comes running out. He's still wearing his cloak and his coverings. However, for a moment, as the wind is kind of blowing at his cloak, you can make out that his right arm looks to be entirely black. Like, not black as in skin tone, black as in the distance, it looks dead.
Okay.
I've got something that might work on this. Let me take it to the forge.
Venelin is going to walk with him to the forge because she wants to make sure it's done. Not that she doesn't trust this guy, but I mean, she doesn't know him. And she just wants to see it done. This is Cross's life we're talking about. And her own, you know, if Nellie here figures out she took the book. Which he's going to.
He probably will.
Yep.
Kowalski analysis.
Player stole an oops.
Player intentionally stole something from a being that she definitely shouldn't have stole from.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
didn't have a library card.
Not for this library, it didn't.
No. Anyway.
You guys run into the smith's room. And he immediately ignites the forge, pulling out this huge forge hammer. This thing's pretty fucking big. It's very clearly something meant to be wielded in two hands, yet his right hand seems more than capable of wielding it by itself. He simply takes the book, binds it, and tosses it into the forge.
On with the throw it in Jason idea.
The fire that maintains this forge is not of this world. It burns hotter than anything we could conceive of on your plane of existence, and should be able to effectively destroy it. Worst case, I have a bit of a backup plan.
What is the backup plan in case this doesn't work?
Well, the true names are the closest thing to a soul he can extract from a person. And as such, this should work. And the smith runs to a chest at the edge of the room, opening 3 locks on it, and pulling out this very large sphere. It looks perfectly clear, as though made of glass. Given it was an archfey who cast the ritual, I may be able to transfer its magic from the book into this just to have it somewhere.
To store it away from him where he possibly wouldn't be able to get it.
Most archfey have very specific means through which they channel their magic. And hopefully, without a book to channel it through, he won't be able to access them.
Which doesn't quite solve our problem of freeing Cross from its pages, but it's a start.
At the very least, it will prevent Nella here from being able to act on it. Any of his books have the potential to serve as ways through which he can see and possibly act outside of his throne.
Vanolin's immediately gonna look at Cross. You do still have that book he gave you, right?
Mm-hmm. And the pen.
We don't have any reason to consider keeping it, do we? Or do we wish to keep it on the off chance that this doesn't work? And we actually have to possibly consider doing what he wants.
Ral, Jason, I'm gonna need some intelligence checks from each of y'all.
Good.
You shouldn't have asked me that.
It's a 4.
No,
But ask away, because I got a 20! I have the biggest brain fish here!
Hey.
Ral, at the mention of that last sentence, it occurs to you that y'all have been tracking pages in here like toilet paper from a bathroom since the moment you teleported out.
Oh, fuck! Pick up the pages, pick up the pages, pick up the pages!
They track all the way back to the center of the court. That's a lot of pages.
Pick up the pages!
Now, ow,
Uh,
due to the fact that my
I'm sorry, I can barely hear you.
storm.
I think your audio is being a bit weird.
Hello? Any
Hello.
better? Hello?
Yeah,
Much better.
Holy shit.
Alright, cool. So, due to the fact that I have the Storm Soul, oh shit. As an action, I touch a flammable object and set it on fire. Well, crap. I was going to ask if all of that just turned to cinders, whatever just touched me.
I mean, if we put it all into a pile.
Just as the fringes of the ebook begin to light a flame, you guys can suddenly hear a deafening wail from outside the Smith's quarters.
Uh-oh. Barricade the door.
Please get people to safety now.
Barricade the door.
The Smith immediately runs to the door, grabs the handle, and inverts it. And you see 4 steel beams drop from the ceiling and just slam into the ground.
Okay, all we have to do is hold him off until this book starts to burn. Okay? Once the book is burnt, it doesn't matter.
But what about everyone else out there?
She doesn't have an answer for you because
You
you're putting
spent the
her...
last 3 sessions talking about how collateral damage logic is garbage, stupid logic. You really spent the last 3 sessions going, we don't trade lives, Vision, and then...
And then turn around and just pull the vision of, but you did 70 years ago. Oh, god damn it. Okay, did the blacksmith ever give us his name?
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna very quickly ask for his name and apologize and state that I definitely should have done that sooner.
Oh, boy. Oh, God.
And then she's gonna look at Cross. And, you're right. I should practice what I preach. After all, it's me he wants. I'm the one who took the book.
I think he wants more than just you.
It was my
There's this
hands on the book.
little nagging voice in the back of my head.
Yeah, you can still feel that dull throb at the back
It's-
of your head, even though the ring is shielding you from it.
He's hungry.
Yeah, well, as much as I hate to say it, his hunger is the least of my concerns. So, I am going to go out there, and you are all welcome to join me. But I will not ask it of you.
Well, considering my mother is out there, yeah, I'm gonna go out there and help.
Like to help protect.
You guys can hear a series of loud thuds, slams, and crashes of stone from outside. As it sounds like the Artemisians are doing some fight.
Yep,
Uh-huh.
better get moving.
Mm-hmm.
And the smith, who asks you to refer to him as Levi. Reluctantly begins retracting the steel beams that he used to freaking reinforce the door.
I know. Once the door is open enough for us to slip through, we go.
Yeah.
Levi, don't open that door until that book is ash.
Even once it is, might not open it.
Be safe.
Apologize for the inconvenience, but that is a good idea.
All right, gentlemen.
I'm going to need everybody to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck.
Good.
Woohoo!
Oh, that was almost a 21, but that's an 11.
All right, that's a 15 total.
21.
Kudosu.
That is a 25.
Hey. Sorry, what was that? What was that, Maddie? 15?
15.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Boys, I'm
Cross
about
and
to die.
Ral, y'all hear a loud impact, as well as the faint whistle of air, as though something very large was flying through the air, and dive away from the door just in time. As the moment the steel beams finish retracting, something bursts open the door, knocking it off of its hinges.
Oh!
Jason and Venelin, you guys each take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I don't think that door was gonna hold anyway.
Although, who knows?
You guys can see this hulking mass of fur and blood and sinew laying in the chasm where the door once stood. You guys are kind of looking at its back, and as you look down, you can see two very distinct tails moving very weakly on one end, and what look like two heads on the other, with this gaping maw where a third would be.
We may have made a mistake.
Absolutely.
Suddenly, you can see a crimson aura begin to surround this creature as it immediately begins to exponentially shrink in size, collapsing into itself slowly until the only thing remaining, surrounded by this blackened furry cloak, is a woman in what looks like a destroyed suit of armor, with only the gauntlets and the greaves remaining.
Oh no.
And behind her is a colossal centipede. It is at least 100 feet long. Its carapace looks almost like it was made of stone. And it seems to be devouring one of the Artemisians at the moment. You can see Farron in his dragon form spewing out acid at it. But the acid doesn't even seem to burn at his carapace. He doesn't even seem to be paying it any mind, as the centipede's eyes are fixated solely on the party.
Mistakes were made.
This is gonna be good.
Alex, I'm gonna ask you a very serious question.
Yes.
Is this a combat that can be wrapped up in 40 minutes?
Oh, without a doubt, no.
Okay.
Do you want to stop here?
Your call. If you want to stop in the middle of combat, we can keep going. Personally, I don't like leaving in the middle of combat. Mostly just because, like, it kind of ruins the whole suspense of the thing. You stop halfway through and then it's like...
Yeah, no, I agree.
Let's not pull a Dragon Ball.
You know? Yeah, like, exactly!
I don't know.
Will the
40
party
minutes?
be able to hold off the bestial form of Nelly here while Levi burns Cross's book? Will the Artemisians survive Nelly here's assault on the Court of Intent? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Damn, with the Dragon Ball Z reference.
Well, I'm sorry. Somebody had to give me the idea. But
like
yes,
I said,
looks...
ultimately, if the party wants to play through and start, I'm down. It's just, this is...
Honestly, I'm
opinion.
absolutely down with stopping here because this is
I
a
agree.
fight.
Agreed.
This is a big fight.
Okay, so it looks like we got a little bit of a shorter session today, as we're going to cut off for tonight. Oh, boy.
Some folks gonna die next week.
I'm gonna start making a secondary character.
Already got one. We put it in D&D Beyond.
Terrified of your second one!
Oh, you should be.
I recognized the last name and became terrified!
So, first and foremost, as always, I would like to thank everybody for coming and watching tonight. I thoroughly enjoy this. I enjoy this a lot, and this is going to be a lot of fun. So, after that, let's get to thanking our sponsors. First off, D&D Beyond. D, the letter N, D, Beyond.com. A massive repository for all things 5th edition, as well as a staggering homebrew compendium to contribute to or use for yourself for a small subscription fee. We used its overlay prior to switching to Slobs, and it is extremely nice. As well as Lucky Dice Cafe and Liquor Express. If you find yourselves in the Huntsville, Alabama area and are looking for some fun live DMing with our head DM Heath, by all means, make an appointment at either of those two locations. Speaking of scheduling stuff, has Heath ironed out something to replace Mondays?
I don't know if they're ready for season 2 yet.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what's going on with that. Tuesday we do have World at War.
Yeah, I love it. It's good.
And don't forget the one shot on Wednesday.
What?
The one shot on Wednesday that JT is running.
Oh, okay, wonderful. So, Mondays are currently on a brief hiatus as our head DM Heath readies for season 2. You are welcome to watch the VODs of the Troubleshooters, season 1, over on our YouTube channel or here on Twitch. Tuesdays, we have World at War, a very interesting system that I know absolutely nothing about, except that it's modeled after the second best Call of Duty game. It's probably definitely not modeled after that, but you know what? It's called World at War. I'm going to say it. Wednesday, our very own JT is going to be running a one-shot. Who's in there?
Well, last I heard we had we had a bunch of new people to the stream. I'm not sure if Steve said yes. Steve is a familiar face.
Okay.
And of course, JT is a familiar face because JT's been on Thursday nights. He's guest starred on Mondays. Man's a delight.
Absolute wonder. Thursdays are also currently on hiatus as our very own Maddie prepares for the running of her own homebrew campaign, A Knight's Ransom.
Which everybody
Fridays
but
are-
Stas has played, actually.
Yup. Fridays, nice and R&R day. Nice and relaxed on Fridays. And Saturday, we will be right back here for the Stolen Cities as the party prepares to fight Nella here. Thank you all once again for coming down. And remember...
Ooh, before you finish your sign up, if you're looking for some fun games to play for D&D next weekend, it is the March Virtual Tabletop Weekend. If you have characters ready for Adventure League and would like to get in on playing some virtual tabletop, there are tickets available through Yawning Portal. So head on out and check that out. You can actually still get seats available for my tables on Saturday and Sunday. Both of my Friday games are currently sold out. Sorry, Alex. Go ahead.
And remember... and roar for initiative.
Oh my god. Social distance, wear your mask, wash your
Wear
hands.
masks, wash your hands, be kind to one another, and roar for initiative.
Bye, guys.
Have a great night,